What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Oshi no Ko, this time of season 3, episode 10, I think. We've only got one episode left next week. So quite the quick season. But yeah, it was a pretty good episode last week, just kind of looking into the logistics of getting a movie kind of produced and casting and so on. My favorite part was definitely the ending of the episode. Honestly, I can't remember the woman's name, but the acting at the end of the episode was just incredible. I thought she's done a hell of a job. But I was thinking just before we start recording, like I was saying last week, how I'd feel a bit bad going up against the literal daughter of the person, the dead woman that you're trying to portray. The more I think about it, it's like, who's going to be playing Ruby in the movie? Maybe we won't see too much of like our current time and like current day in the show, so there doesn't need to be like a Ruby. But surely Ruby playing Ruby, I don't know. I don't think it's one of those kind of documentary styles where they actually get like real people to like give their input. It's much more of a kind of, it's all an act. Like, it's not a documentary. I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I much prefer the kind of documentary style of this kind of stuff, though, to be honest. The real life kind of stories and people. But you can't fault, well, I say you can't fault, you can't knock these type of versions. They've been pretty massive hits in the box office, haven't they? And a large part of this is about making money as well. Should be easy. Yes, I think so. Sorry, I did just kind of accurate. He even thought it was in my future. What was in her future? Lying. Oh, acting. Sorry, that's what I got me confused about. I get, yeah. Apologies about that. It was like lying's in her future. Apparently, the average person lies like 80 times a day or something crazy, which I just don't think is true. Maybe like office workers as such, perhaps. But I don't know. People have to talk to a lot of people. I definitely don't lie. Maybe even like 5 or 10 times a day. Well, about that. Yeah. Like deep thoughts right here. See, I don't know about you guys. Sorry to pause again, but it kind of reminds me of like going to like a job interview, and you'd be asked like something like that, like, "What does this mean to you?" And you've got to like I struggle with that because I think this means kind of nothing. You will be paying me. That is what this means to me. You are payment. Like, yes, I care about the responsibilities and such, but in essence, I really couldn't give two craps about your company. Um, and yeah, kind of, and then you imagine someone like thinking this hard through that. Sorry, what weird comparison, I know, but it's like, yeah, just like compare this to when I've been asked questions like that. Like, I've been in a similar response, quiet and thinking, but for a very different reason because I can't think of anything. And here she is thinking about her old self, which I really like that scene just then. First time I've seen her like that in a long time. But sheds a bit more light on that whole kind of situation, her dealing with it, and I'd like even more of that kind of stuff, to be honest. And so, wow. Jesus, the tone switch up was crazy. You're a trainer and her real emotions. They can't seriously thought she was acting there, right? I guess for us the viewer it's a bit different. Like they saw something different from what we saw just there, but that was like totally not that. That was totally the opposite of what they're asking for. Actually, that's how I tell them the truth. Oh yeah, she didn't know about that. For some people, that is what this will be. Malice. Eh? And she was pretty damn good at acting there. Will. And not so much act as her, but who can betray her will. I mean, I would tend to agree. Yeah, you guys know I've been pushing Akane for this the whole time. But that's not the question here, was it? Okay. Okay. But I'm better. Yeah, I'd said this last week. Incredibly awkward situation that you're trying to take the role of a mother away from her, like a dead mother away from her own daughter. Incredibly awkward. True, true. He was initially scouted for, assumingly a different role, right? Nakano, because initially they wanted the woman that got killed by their father as right. You already chose what you're saying. Okay, makes sense. Shame, as I said, I think Akado probably would have done the best job, but for what the job they're asking for to actually do there, I guess it makes sense. Like I said, in an acting and like sense like that, yes, Akane definitely, but the real raw passion, emotion, malice, as that Frill girl brought up. Yeah, don't know if can you guys see it? You've ever seen like movies that have just like oozed like malice? I've done like as a big horror fan, I've seen like a few that are just like mean, which sounds like a given, but like just mean in regards to like how they end. Like a lot of the Wrong Turn series is fucking god awful, by the way. A lot of it is just like yeah, just watching people get killed brutally and like. I mean, you can say about a lot of horror movies, but in that series, especially in series akin to that, it feels just like doing it for doing its sake. It feels very like, mean spirited. And there's not really any point to it all. But there have been some. It's not a horror movie, but like Requiem for a Dream, which I think a lot of people have seen. That movie kind of oozes this kind of not malice per se, but this kind of like different aura to it than the thousands of other movies I've seen in regards to like how it makes you feel. It really crawls under your skin, really kind of gets at you, and it's like I love movies with those type of like different. As much as I'll never watch that movie again, in a good way. Kind of like I love the movies that do breed this kind of like weird feeling to them. This is not exactly the same. Sorry, I'm yapping here for a minute. But I remember, I think my mum told me when I was really young about I think it was like The Exorcist or The Omen, one of the two movies being cursed and like the some of the like crew people like died on set and like there was all sorts of like unfortunate incidents with members of staff and the people in the production behind it. And that kind of gave that movie again. I can't remember if it was Exorcist or I think it was The Omen, but I could be wrong about that. I think it might have been Exorcist 3. I don't know. Whatever it was, I haven't watched it for a long time. But yeah, that kind of that story my mum made up, which probably I don't think it was made up. I did actually like look it up afterwards. But just that kind of surrounding it gave that movie like a bit of a kind of sinister aura, like even away from what was being shown in the movie. Just like yeah, like terrified to even press play on it. I guess it might be a kind of similar thing as to what Ringu and The Ring kind of felt for a lot of people as well. Perhaps like watching this like cursed movie. I feel like this it is going to be different, but it's going to be a kind of akin to that kind of. It's going to have that kind of vibe aura to it that is like gets under your skin and like yeah. Sorry for going on an absolute rant there for a minute. So you're still going on with this, huh? It's a shame. Should we have expected her to give up so easy though? Probably not. But you've been sticking your nose in. Drive me, bitch. Oh shit. She's put it like that, as she graduating from Bikamachi, not leaving or disbanding, graduating. That's quite a way to put that, isn't it? Oh, I gotta look how affected these people are. To be fair, sorry to pause you yet again. But I was a proper like I wasn't emo per se, but I used to love like My Chemical Romance and bands like that. So I remember when I think it was Blink 182 and My Chemical Romance. I think they kind of like both ended at a similar time, and I was like devastated. I wasn't like crying or anything, but it was just like, damn, half my music taste has just stopped making music. And that was in like the early 2010s or something like that. I think Blink 182 kind of continued with different people for a bit. I think they went as like plus 44 or something, which I actually quite liked. Um, and then My Chemical Romance came back quite quick, I think. But yeah, kind of similar, I guess. So maybe I shouldn't dog on these people too much. I don't think that'll surprise anyone that I used to really love music. Like, I still listen to some of that music today. It's very nostalgic for me. Not as much though. I do listen to quite a lot of anime music now. But yeah, as I said, interesting the way she's worded that. Graduated from. I don't know about you guys, but I'd feel a little bit like I don't know. I feel a little bit disrespected if someone graduated from my group. It's like you're leaving. You're not where are you graduating to? It's like you're moving on to better things, which is nice. It's like, but again, you'd feel a little bit disrespected, no? Like you're replaced. You're a group of people to graduate from. Like I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I apologise for the suddenness, blah blah blah. The 2 years I spent in the group have been a brand new adventure in my life. So this came really quickly. I remember her talking last episode, or at the very least the episode before last week, about her eventually moving on from Bikamachi and it not being kind of her thing. To get back into like movies and stuff. But yeah, this is very quickly after she was thinking about that, isn't it? But I never for anything. Through my idle activities, I got to experience a great many things, and it gave me a chance to reflect on my dreams and aspirations as what I'd like to do. I want to live my life as an actress. I've come to that realization. I've come to realize that that desire is a huge part of me. Okay, fair enough. Power to you. Power to you. I mean, it's where she started her life on these sets and stuff, so she was born for this. She's even wearing a little kind of cap. Look at this guy. Broken down his desk. So she's just going to say this anyway, okay. Good on you. Again, came sooner than I thought. But probably better the sooner it came, to be fair. Oh. Galia Punya. Bamboo. That's a good analogy. Why is that? Why is that censored? That's kind of sad. Lesser panda. Yeah. Lesser. Rude. Some ways it's cuter. Why do they call it a cuter panda? I think it's just a red panda. Where I'm from, right? Lesser panda. How dare you? Glad you got notifications on. What am I looking at there? It looked like a rock with a bow tie. Sorry, what was I looking at there? Oh, it's a hat. Sorry. So what the fuck? It's a rock with a bow tie? What does that mean? Dumbass. The classic hat. The canna hat. Very posy French hat. It also kind of looked like someone like bending over and apologising, but there was no head. Sorry about that. I just got confused for a second. Yeah, I mean, you see it in our world. Some actors don't get big until like 50 or 60. Who was it? It is the guy who made Aeroplane and Naked Gun. I forget his name now, but he was a serious actor for a long time, and then he transitioned into being a almost strictly comedy actor at like 78 years old, I think it was, or something crazy. Good. It's kind of like that guy who played Joel in yeah, it's like here I never even saw him or heard of him, and then this random like 50-year-old man is everywhere. You're important to me. It's probably more accurate. That little noise. Well, that'd be the worst outcome, wouldn't it? Yeah. These yeah. Yeah, you're a bastard, we know. So lovely to see that though from Kanna. Again, given how quickly she grew up, like to see that like childlike reaction. It's really lovely to see. You're evil. He's calling them pandas here. It's not coming up in the subtitles for some reason, but I'm pretty sure he's saying that in Japanese. To go with the last scene, obviously. Death is near. The crows here. And here is that goddess. Little girl again. Death goddess. Thing. I don't know. I'm assuming. I've got a supernatural existence. Ooh. No, she's not. Why are they then? Why these two out of all the people that have suffered in this world? Not to like make it a pissing test of who suffered more, but there are definitely people that have suffered more than these two. So why these two? We get it. We get it. That's what we were asking. So that we have the answers ourselves. The answers are in front of us. Is that what she's saying? We already have the answers. Just got to put them together, I guess. I'm not even going to try to at this point, to be honest. I don't think we have we probably have enough, but I don't think. I don't know. Too much to kind of put together right now. She yeah, she definitely like should be a pretty good hand trap Yu-Gi-Oh card. Sounds weird, I know, but that's what she looks like. Cool, cool. A 15-year lie. Private audition, is that it? No, we've still got 3 minutes left. I did feel like this was over pretty quickly. I guess it's also because last week we actually had an extra 2 minutes, which was nice. Although not the episode I would expected to have an additional 2 minutes, thinking back. But yeah, really good episode here. So, again, still not really sure what to make of the scene with the death girl, goddess thing. As she said, I mean, she said that the answers are with us already, so maybe if you like rewatch the whole series, you might get something. But I think that'd be an incredible amount of work to do. So as I said, I'm not even going to try figure out why these two specifically. Maybe it's like it's gonna sound pretty weird, but like with all the talk about vengeance and stuff, maybe it's actually more less so about who they are and why them, and more so that they're the perfect people to attack the dad. Maybe the dad is like on what like Final Destination a little bit. Maybe the dad is on like death's list of like most wanted people dead, and these guys have kind of been reincarnated to kill their father and bring him to hell or something. I can't imagine it would be as like convoluted or stupid as that, but maybe something like I don't know. Maybe it's not actually about these two. Maybe it's about something else. Maybe it wasn't these particular two for any. I don't know. Yeah. I was just about to bring up something that would take me out of a movie a little bit. If I was to see like a whole idol group being, Memcho's not involved, but if I was to see two members of like the same idol group, like One Direction or something in a movie, that would definitely take me out of things a little bit, right? She looks sinister, she does. Oh, she looks so sinister. That lizard. She's that lizard person. Well, advertising agency. Oh god. Oh god. This is the type of woman that would be like putting up AI adverts for movies and stuff. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really good episode again today. Really good episode. I mean, I guess this was kind of already decided, so there wasn't much of a contest going on here. But as you guys know, my pick for I was definitely Akane, and I still feel like she would have done the best job acting wise. But yeah, to get the feeling they're looking for here, to get to reach those objectives, I think Ruby, yeah, without doubt, probably the best pick in that regard. But it's a shame. I would have liked to see Nai. I mean, we saw her in season 1. Would have liked to see some more of her kind of acting as I. She'd done a really good job even during the episode here for the short period that she was kind of acting like her. But yeah, fair enough for Mikade to feel incredibly awkward. Nice scenes here with Kana. Like I said, I just really love seeing her like act like a child like that, because when we met her as a child, she was so adult-like. So it's just like it's really fulfilling to see her kind of experience some of these things and feelings and such. Now, at least now, rather than just like not experiencing them ever. I mean, you see this. I speak about this a lot during the series. You've probably heard me yap about it in like season 1 and 2 already. But there's an incredible amount of child actors. I kind of worry, because you think back to child actors of like the 70s, 80s, 90s. Like look at them now, and they're like they've had incredibly like messed up and like bad things happen to them, and they end up in really bad ways. So like Macaulay Culkin. I forget the name of the other kid, but he was in Friday the 13th Part 4. He was in a lot of movies, Lost Boys. I forget his name, but he was like a massive child actor, and they just go on to have, like, as adults, they just go on to have loads of problems. Edward Furlong as well. They just, yeah, as I said, they just go on to have like loads of problems, probably because they're forced to be adults at such a young age. Nowadays, you really don't hear much about that happening, but which is awesome, but it kind of scares me a bit in regards to the child actors nowadays are better than they've ever been. They're better, but again, it's a matter of like personal opinion. But they're really like incredible nowadays on a large scale. Like there was a few like really awesome ones from back during that time period, but nowadays like almost every child actor I remember seeing in movies from like past like 4, 5, 6 years have all been really good. That kind of scares me, because like to be that good at such a young age, you've got to be like have a maturity and adultness about you. So it's like, yeah, totally away from the point, but just something I'm really interested. That's why Candace's my favorite character, because she's got such a thing I'm kind of interested in. So yeah, some pandering allergies going on here. It's also again a massive shame to see him always using her, but I do feel like there is a degree of kind of realness to some of the things he says, because I feel like, again, I know Kana really likes him, but surely if it was just all kind of maleficent and kind of, is that the right word, malignant, I don't know, what is it, malicious, probably easy word to use. If it was all just like malicious using her, I feel like it wouldn't impact her as much. It wouldn't, like, she wouldn't fly off the rails like she did there. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just making that up, but surely there's like a bit of, it's like what they say, all of the best lies have like a little hint of truth to them and such. And yeah, I haven't really got too much to say about this scene with the Death Goddess. She was just being quite sinister. Death Goddess stuff didn't really give us too much. So I look forward to hearing more from her about what's going on. But this woman just looks so lifeless, bro. Hopefully it's just like the design, but she literally looks like there's nothing going on behind those eyes. It's just money, it's just job, it's just work. Like there's nothing to this woman, is what I get from her design. sinister ass. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. A lot of yapping today, so apologies. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions though. And I'll catch you guys next time with the final episode of the season, actually, isn't it? Yeah, episode 11. See you guys then.